Many ancient people believed that the sun was a god, and that winter came every year because the sun god had become weak or sick. They celebrated the solstice because it meant that at last the sun god would begin to get well. Evergreen boughs were hung to remind people that the green plants would grow again when the sun god was strong and summer would return. The ancient Egyptians worshipped Ra, who wore the sun as a blazing disk in his crown. At the winter solstice, when Ra began to recover from his illness, the Egyptians filled their homes with green palm rushes, which symbolized for them the triumph of life over death. This is probably the earliest concept for the Christmas tree. In Rome, where winters were not as harsh as those further north, they celebrated a festival known as Saturnalia, a holiday in honor of Saturn, the god of agriculture. Beginning in the week leading up to the winter solstice and continuing for a full month, Saturnalia was a hedonistic time, when food and drink were plentiful and the normal Roman social order was turned upside down. For a month, slaves would become masters, peasants were in command of the city, and businesses and schools were closed, so that everybody could join in the festivities. Like in ancient Egypt, the people would decorate their temples and homes with evergreen boughs. Also at this time, Romans observed Juvenalia, a feast honouring the children of Rome. In addition, members of the upper classes often celebrated the birthday of Mithra, the god of the unconquerable sun, on none other than December 25th. The sun god Mithra was an infant god, and for many Romans his birthday was the most sacred day of the year. Interestingly, in the early years of Christianity, Easter was the main holiday, and the birth of Jesus was not even celebrated. The birth date of December 25th was given to Jesus in the 4th century, when the Roman Emperor Constantine wanted to end all pagan god worship and overprint their sacred days with Christian holidays. This is why church officials instituted Christmas Day. It wasn't created to genuinely celebrate the actual birth of Jesus, but rather to lessen the importance of pagan worship.